Are you ready?
Sure, I'm
for
ready.
For your close-up?
I don't know. You tell me. Am I ready? Let's just get to the questions, because...
Well... Okay, well, hey, what's going on?
I'm here to tell you 5 things I had to quit doing so I could make more money.
Things you had to quit doing?
Yeah.
All right, well... At what point did you realize obsessively checking every single price was actually losing you time or money?
I can tell you exactly when. May 25th, 2024. Yeah. And I can only tell that because I looked it up. I had no idea. I'm incredibly lazy. And I realized, though, that once I had a feel for like how much each card cost and how much each card went for, it wasn't necessary for me to track every single card down to the penny.
Okay.
Yeah, so I quit. It took me a lot of time to organize the spreadsheet, and then, well, I had help with that, but I had somebody do a spreadsheet for me, fill in the thing for every single card, and it just wasn't worth it. My time became worth more than the amount of effort.
Yeah, I imagine you would burn out doing that.
I did. I did it for nearly a year. A year and, I don't know, year and a few months. I don't know.
Okay, so batching and like price bracketing helped?
Yeah, none of those things actually helped. I quit. I just quit doing it. I got a feel for it, and then I didn't need it anymore, so I stopped doing it.
Oh, so batching and price bracketing actually helped you to stop doing that?
No, I just stopped doing it. Yeah, what's on that sheet is not necessarily all things that apply here, so
okay.
Feel free to ask anything you want, but
okay.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
I was trying to keep myself from going crazy and asking all my own questions.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to stick to the script. All right, well, what about over packaging?
Okay, so when did I stop doing that? After about my first three orders that I sent out, I stopped over packaging because first of all, I had them like it was a piece of cardboard this big, and it made no sense. So the first thing that you should do, anybody should do, is
simpler packaging though still keeps the card safe.
Yeah, and I've got 2 of them here, but yeah, as long as they don't get bent, the cards are fine. Magic cards are resilient, not as resilient as one-piece cards.
Anything could still happen.
Yeah, and anything can happen. But just to take the edges or the corners, to protect the corners and stuff, a non-paid sponsor of the show here, they're not a sponsor, it's Shipping Shields is what works for me. So, yeah, that was the first thing I did was... not the first thing, but after about 5 orders, yeah, it became too much. It cost too much. Anything over an ounce, they want you to put more than just a stamp on it. And I wanted to stick to just doing 1 stamp on the envelope and out.
Simple and straightforward.
Simple and straightforward is what I'm hoping for.
All right, well, you used to write custom thank you messages for every order, which is really great.
No, I didn't. No, I did not. But what I did do was I did a thank you. A personalized AI art image of a thank you for every single card that was sold. And I did that up until recently just because I wanted to personally thank every person. But I also wanted folks to know that I sold cards. So that took me a lot of time, though. Despite I got it down to a system, because everything you do when you're selling on TCGPlayer or anywhere else, you need a system, and you need to organize it that way as best you can. I did get it down to a system, so it went pretty quick after a while. But still, I was generating AI art. I was importing it. I was taking it to Photoshop, layering it, trying to make sense of it.
Well, you know what? I think you started all of that in the first place because you enjoyed doing that.
To be fair,
so
yes.
It was kind of fun, and like that, your hobby is creating digital. I mean, you've always, for the last few decades, that's been your...
I am old. I worked for a photo lab.
Hey, you were there from the beginning.
Exactly. Well, Photoshop 4 is when I started.
So you still have fun doing that.
I still have fun. I love doing it, but it was not necessary. And if I'm going to concentrate on making money...
You know what kind of individualized thank you that I appreciate that takes the person a fraction of a second longer?
What's that?
Okay, maybe not a fraction of a second, a couple seconds. They just write thank you on the invoice with a pen in their own writing.
Duly noted. Maybe
they just write thank you. Sometimes they write thank you, Lori.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's nice. They knew I had a name and they wrote thank you, Lori, and it's just on the invoice. No extra paper, no extra.
Okay.
But it's kind of nice. I don't know.
Maybe I'll add that.
There's an idea.
Okay.
All right. Well, what about buying stamps? Do you buy them in tiny batches or do you buy giant rolls of stamps?
That's not how it was written on there, but that's okay. You don't need to read that. All
right. Why were you buying stamps like you were afraid the USPS might run out? And what changed once you started buying in bulk?
Yeah. Like I said, these questions as written are not the best. But
that's okay. Tell us about it.
We try to come up with these things in a practical manner and stuff like that. I started buying the stamps at $100 batches for a couple of reasons. Before, I was selling a few cards and I would buy them a sheet at a time, so I'd get 20 stamps, and then would have to go back a week or two later and stuff like that. So instead of having to do that, I just buy them in $100 lots. It took me a little while to get to that point, but once I did, it's just easier. I don't have to think about it. The stamps are here, and even if I have to use 2 stamps for an envelope or something, it just goes on, boom, and it's out of here. And it's just easier. Not driving and...
So the thing that you quit doing was just buying sheets as needed.
Yeah, just buying a stamp or 2 at a time didn't make any sense.
All right.
Buying in bulk, if you call bulk. But I also had to get $100 saved up, which is... kind of sad, but it's life.
Takes money to make money.
When we're growing, that's the thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, what about adding extra pages inside the envelopes? What made you ditch the extra thank you sheet in your envelopes, and did customers even notice?
Okay, so...
Unless they were a returning customer, they wouldn't notice.
Well, people noticed because when I stopped doing the long thank yous digitally, where every order went out and I said, your package is on the way and blah, blah, blah. I stopped doing that. It took extra time. The extra sheet, I'm still doing thank you notes, but I'm not putting them on an extra sheet. They're going on the back of the invoice now.
What is included in your thank you note?
Thank you. I should, maybe I'll pull one up or whatever. But
So now, I would like you to clarify.
Okay.
Well... Your third thing that you quit doing was writing individualized thank yous.
Right.
But you still put in a sheet.
So,
it's a
the third question you asked me was not quite right because it was the individualized thank you digital image that I put up on Instagram.
Oh, well, this says about writing individuals. So
I didn't write them, but I printed them out.
Are you talking about the really cool images that we would put up on Instagram?
Yes.
Thanking everybody publicly with a cool individualized... And those were
that
awesome.
I don't do anymore.
But that's what you quit doing.
That's what I quit doing that.
Yeah.
Also,
those were awesome because your customers would actually find you on Instagram and they would comment under their thank you. It was kind of cool.
It was
But it takes forever.
It took time. The other thing was I do include a sheet that personally thanks you and gives you an example of other cards that could be used with your card. I do that just...
So you give them a little deck tech kind of stuff, or a card tech thing.
In theory, that's the idea. Yeah. But I also put on a separate sheet of paper. So 2 things. I still do that. I just print it on the back of the invoice now. So it's 1 less sheet of paper because, again, the U.S. Post Office, I've been told by TCGPlayer, I have the worst luck of anybody in the post office, and I believe them. Yeah, anything over an ounce, man, they're on it these days. And so that's led to some problems. So lightening up the packaging, I still do that. I still throw in a couple of extras and stuff anyhow.
You're just a do-what-you-feel kind of guy. So you don't have a system. You're just flying by the seat of your pants, doing whatever feels right.
Improving and refining the system all the time.
Yes, you are. Okay, so if a new TCGPlayer seller wanted to avoid your early mistakes, which I would say they're not so much mistakes, but they were learning things. Which of these 5 changes should they adopt first?
Well, you took the wind out of my sails because that's exactly what I was going to say.
You wrote that on here for me to ask you.
Here's the thing.
Took the wind out of your own sail.
That I would have stopped sooner was don't bother packaging, don't over package your stuff. Just get shipping shields right out the gate. That's the thing they can avoid. Most everything else, I felt like magic happens between things. And I feel like I had to do this, and it was part of the journey, and now that I don't need them anymore, I could jettison them and save time. Time equals money. My time is worth something. Even though you're doing this, selling things to try to do that, you still need to pay yourself or understand and respect that your time that you're putting into this, you're not earning as much as you should be. So to help things go smoother, but all of these things along the way, like I said, they're not necessary anymore. They weren't necessary to do and to learn for me. Maybe me talking to you about them means you're not going to have to do those things. Or maybe they'll give you some ideas for better ways to do this stuff. Does that make sense?
That could be.
You look confused.
No, that makes sense.
Okay.
So, pricing every card down to the penny, waste of time.
Doesn't matter. A waste of time. Chase dollars, don't chase pennies.
Over packaging, waste time and money.
Time and money.
Writing individualized thank yous.
A good idea, but don't spend a lot of time on it. Don't,
right. I'm telling you, the handwritten little thank you on there
makes a difference.
It does. They stand out to me.
All right.
Buying stamps.
Do whatever you can. I now buy envelopes. I have some here. So I'm not cutting them out. I used to cut out all of. It doesn't even have to be 2 windows. If you can just get that window in the bottom, TCGPlayer actually allows you to print out a sheet that is designed to fold and put in those.
All right.
I'm still learning that process.
And so that goes together with the 5th one, which was adding extra pages inside envelopes.
Yeah, don't add any extra pages if you can help it. It gives you a chance to put more goodies in there. Like, I'm going to reach over here, off camera probably, but whatever. And give you your awesome Devil's Apprentice. But then I throw in, stickers and stuff too. So those will go in as thank you. So if not, I don't put an extra sheet in there. I can put more things like that.
Stickers are always welcome.
Hey, you know
they're
what?
Small, they're bendy, they don't weigh anything. I love getting stickers.
You think it doesn't weigh anything, but everything adds up. You can find yourself over encumbered. You play Fallout, you should know that.
They don't weigh much. Boy, don't I know it.
Don't you know it.
All right.
Anyhow, a huge thank you to all of you that tuned in and stuck it out to this point. I appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. I still try to respond to every single comment that's out there. If you like these, let me know, because I'll keep doing them. If you're getting any benefit out of them at all, let me know.
I know I am.
Yeah? You seem distracted by my cool buttons.
Yeah, they look nice today.
Yeah, well, you took the time to straighten me up. This is supposed to be impromptu, but, it is impromptu.
Why don't you tell us the story of the buttons? What is up with those buttons?
This is your bonus content.
Yes.
You can turn this off. You've learned your 5 things. If you want to know about the buttons, every episode of Tybalt's Apprentice that I did, I added one more button.
In the beginning.
If you go way back to the beginning, after I got about 100 shows or whatever, this is a nightmare. When it's time to wash this thing, I have to pull every one of these buttons
Don't I know it.
The last time I added a big button was, where's it at?
Your magic one?
The magic
It's over
one.
here.
It's
right on your lapel. Here you go.
That time, Just Cardboard and Sun City Magic and I all recorded together, so I felt like it was appropriate adding this then. But
nice.
Anyhow, yeah, that's why the buttons. That's why they move around too and stuff. Every time I take this off to wash it, the buttons change positions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, so I can't believe you're still here. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you made it this far in, and you like and subscribe at this point. And
right, I survived in the comments.
I survived in the comments.
You could. All right.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh no, what's happening?
You have to turn the, yes, push the button all the way down.
I am.